Ooh, welcome everyone to the Daily Juice Podcast on the Betting Pros Network. I'm your host, Sean, stacking the money green. And as always, the Daily Juice is being brought to you by BetMGM. Use the promo code JUICE150 and you get a risk-free bet up to $1,000. That's right. That's a hell of a deal. Hey, give me a follow on Twitter at Sean T. Green. Hit me up in the Betting Pros Discord, bettingpros.com/chat. Always in there, mixing it up, sweating out some bets. Oh, man. How'd we do yesterday? Not bad, 2-2, but one of the wins was a plus 100, so looking at like minus 0.1 unit, not much. Oh, man, we had a chance, though, to really turn the tides there. All right, so how'd we do? Tigers lost 5-2, plus 1.5. Didn't seem like it was going to have a chance, and then bottom of the ninth, they got the bases loaded, almost got to 4 runs to cover the 1.5. Wasn't meant to be. Baltimore Orioles won the game 6-5. So obviously they covered the plus 1.5 because that's what they do. And shout out to the Orioles. I love this Orioles team. They're legit fun to bet on. I wish I could figure out because I feel like the times I decide to kind of let it ride and go with the Orioles money line, that's when they lose outright. But then when I take them plus 1.5, that's when they win without needing the 1.5. So I really can't quite figure it out. But hey, I'm going to keep taking these plus 1.5s, especially when they're plus money or, minus 120, minus 130, because this team is just dialed in. They almost, I mean, they're very fortunate they restarted that game because it got rained out for a while there, bottom of the 6th. Luckily, they brought it back, and, they were down, I think, 5-3 at the time, ended up winning 6-5 outright, so shout out to the O's. And it's just fun when small market teams do well in baseball. It gives you hope for the sport of baseball, so shout out to the Orioles. Super fun team. What about the Dodgers? Mookie Betts, oh, man, 1 for 3. And then his last at bat, he walked, so he didn't get the 2 bases because the 1 hit was just a single. But, man, he got pinch hit because the game was – I'm assuming it was because the game was over there, so he didn't get that 5th at bat. Maybe he gets the base knock there. Dodgers win 10-3, easily covered the minus 1.5 because they're the Dodgers. They're a machine at home on the run line after a win. They just keep winning. Love me some Dodgers. Very easy win there for the men in blue. All right. Got 4 baseball picks coming at you. Before that, if you guys entered to win the Brian Dawkins jersey, Dawkins, as we know. Dog. That's right. All you got to do is go to youtube.com/bettingpros. Subscribe to the YouTube channel right there. Comment on this video. You're automatically entered to win an autographed Brian Dawkins jersey, courtesy of Pristine Auction. That thing looks beautiful. Would really love one of those at the home office there. All right, got some baseball plays. Let's get to them. San Francisco Giants plus 147 on the money line at the Padres. Get that price over at Win. First off, the Giants pitcher, Jacob Junis, he's better ERA, better win-loss, better whip. The Padres pitcher, Sean Manaea, 4.35 home ERA. And this is just, I don't know if you watched that Padres-Giants game, but the Padres got the win with the walk-off home run. Maybe this is what gets them out of their funk, or maybe they were very fortunate to get that win, very fortunate to get that walk-off. If you had Padres run line minus 1.5, I think you obviously you're sweating that out because they were. It was a pretty wild finish, 3-run home run to cover. I think they won 7-5 or 7-4 there. Either way, it was 4-4 and then 3-run shot. So they won 7-4, covered the 1.5. That felt like an outlier. And I think this team's mojo, and again, baseball, obviously it's about the numbers, but also there's just the fun thing about baseball is for someone like me who, likes to pride myself on being a gut handicapper, there's a mojo element. And this mojo for this Padres team feels pretty off. I think they're fortunate to get this win. I like the pitching matchup. I like the nice, juicy plus odds. Getting the Giants as a dog seems like a really good spot here. I love fading teams coming off a miraculous victory and kind of an outlier game there. So give me the San Francisco Giants plus 147 on the money line over at Win. Miami Marlins at the Philadelphia Phillies. You can call me a homer, but this Phillies team is red hot. Minus 125 on the money line. The Phils are over at Win. they're just on fire. They really are. 9-1 in their last 10. They are the third best team in baseball since June 1st. And the third best team in baseball, and they're only minus 125 at home. Are you kidding me? And this Phillies team, when they're hot, they're hot, and when they're cold, they're cold. 36-23 after a win. They're coming off a nice win again against this Marlins team. And the Marlins are 5 games below 500 on the road, so it seems like a good time to keep fading them. Now, here's where the rub is and why it's only minus 125 for the Phillies on the money line. Sandy Alcantara is a very, very good pitcher, especially on the road. So I think he's got like a sub-2 ERA. So that's what you're going up against. Know what you're going up against. But you also got Noah Syndergaard, who solid home pitcher, 3.35 home ERA. But he is, again, go back to the mojo. He's stoked to be back in Philly. The fans are supporting him. Got to win his first game back. Didn't look amazing. Gave up a bunch of hits. This team will figure out how to get the win. Give me the Phillies on the money line, minus 125. And you know it's coming. Blue Jays at the Orioles. The Orioles as a home dog once again, plus 1.5 on the run line. Minus 120 on FanDuel, and that's 10 cents better than most places. So make sure you get the best price there. Orioles, and I sound like a broken record, but I'm going to keep going back to this well. 31-9 now as a home dog on the run line. Toronto, sub 500 on the road on the run line. Toronto's pitcher, Jose Barrios, 5.19 ERA, and he's a minus 150 road favorite on the money line against this Orioles team. The O's, one of the most fun team in baseball. Are you kidding me? Our boy Dean Kramer on the hill. He's got a better ERA, better whip. And last but not least, the Orioles are fun to bet on. I'm trying to win money, but I'm also trying to have fun, and it's fun having the Orioles in your betting tickets. Like, it just is. When they were down 5-3 and it was in the rain delay, I kept thinking, you know what? I was going to the Orioles well too much. Came back to haunt me. But then, you know what? They come back, they win 6-5 because that's what they do. This team figures out ways to win. It's not the most intense handicap, but hey, it doesn't have to be. If it's working, let's not mess with it. Speaking of working, have you guys fired up the Betting Pros pick tracking app? You should. Just go to bettingpros.com/pick-tracking. You would have seen all these Orioles 1.5 run line home dog plays coming through because they are just great. Dog. As dogs, bettingpros.com/pick-tracking. Sync all your sports books there. You are good to go. All right, last pick of the night. Now, I don't have an exact price on this. I'm still going to play it. I will update in the Discord or whatever when the price comes out. But the Twins at the Dodgers. I'm going back to the Dodgers run line. Dodgers minus 1.5 on the run line. Whatever. I mean, and I think the price is going to be pretty reasonable. It shouldn't be crazy because the Dodger pitcher is Ryan Pepiot. He's won his last 3 starts. But again, it's really not about the Dodgers pitchers. Bullpen solid. They'll figure it out. But again, Dodgers 67-41 on the run line. 47-26 on the run line after a win. Minnesota pitcher Sonny Gray, solid. But no one can handle these Dodger bats right now. So, I mean, again, if it's minus 1.5, minus 200, don't play it. But I would say minus 1.5, anything under minus 150 is a play for me. I will update in Discord, but I think you're going to get a pretty good number here. Not worried about it. And last but not least, strong trend. I'm going to the game. Dodgers always show up when I go to watch the game. My wife's a massive Dodgers fan. I like the Dodgers because they win me a lot of money, and we'll root for them unless they're playing the Phillies. So I'll be all over the Dodgers here. Minus 1.5 on the run line. I will post the best price as soon as it's available over on the Discord. So stay tuned for that. And then the other 3 picks: Orioles plus 1.5 on the run line, minus 120 on FanDuel. Phillies minus 125 on the money line over at Wynn. And the Giants, the big dog of the day, plus 147 on the money line. And we got preseason football coming up tomorrow. Shout out to Matt Friedman, and check out his article over at bettingpros.com. He lays out a bunch of good trends, good nuggets, good angles. Again, it's betting on preseason football, but hell, it's fun. It is for the intelligent degenerates. There could be some good opportunities. I agree with a lot of Matt's angles on there. and a couple new ones, including, playing the under on, games where I think the temperature has to be over 90 degrees. Look to the under there. Lays out a bunch of good stuff over at bettingpros.com. Click on that article. Check it out. We'll be talking about that article, giving out some picks tomorrow because we're going hard. That's right. Preseason NFL. Let's go, baby. Hey, betmgm.com. Promo code JUICE150. Get that $1,000 risk-free bet. Follow us on TikTok at Betting Pros. Follow me on Twitter at Sean T. Green. Check out my other show, Sports Gambling Podcast. We're actually doing a 24-hour best ball fantasy football marathon. So if you want to check out that, it's for charity. One of our listeners was in a motorcycle accident, so helping to raise money for his medical bills. Good cause over there, so check that out if you're so inclined. And hey, guys, you know what to do. Subscribe, rate, and review. And, of course, don't forget to let it ride.